What do you say, Fight Club? It's time for your main event of the evening. It's going to be a 3-round battle. Going to be 4 jokes tit for tat in round 1, 4 jokes straight through in round 2, 4 jokes tit for tat in round 3. We'll go to our judges in between the rounds for feedback. We're going to pick a winner at the end of all 3 rounds. These are 2 of the best roasters doing it. Both of them have held the Comedy Fight Club Championship. Some of the best in the history of this show. One more time, Fight Club. You ready for your main event tonight? Introducing first from Iowa City, Iowa. He looks like a construction worker with rabies. It's Jake Vevera.
Oh, tiptoe by the shadow.
Jake Vevera, former Fight Club champion. How are you feeling?
I feel good, man. You said most of the crowd, you guys didn't know what this was, right? How freaked out were you when you saw him come up here in this ridiculous jacket, huh? You were like, what the fuck kind of alt-right shit is this? He's gonna start screaming about Deep State and Pizzagate. I'm fucking out. I'm out of here.
Now, see me after the show. I'll be handing out pamphlets.
Nice.
We're going to meet your opponent now. She's the first woman to ever hold the Comedy Fight Club Championship. From Atlanta, Georgia. She looks like post-op Dilbert, Jill Weiner. What's up, Jill? How are you feeling?
I am feeling pretty good, Matt. How are you? Nice arms.
Good. Thank you. Finally, someone said it. Which one of you guys wants to go first in round 1?
I'll go first. I don't care.
Jill's going first in round 1. Jake's going second. 4 jokes tit for tat for the first round. Fight Club. This is your final fight of the night. We need some energy. You guys feeling good? 4 jokes tit for tat. This main event starts now.
Round 1. Fight!
Really, keep it going for Matt. No sleeves, extra chromosomes, you know? Good for him. And wow, Jake Vevera, you know, you look like a dummy that ate its ventriloquist.
You look like poking Pinocchio after he became a real boy and then transitioned. First, real quick, give it up for your host one more time. Give it up for Matt, people. Huh? With that crazy motorcycle jacket, he looks like the leader of a special needs motorcycle gang called the Slow Rollers.
First blood.
Just remembered that one, huh?
Yes.
Snuck it in there. Good for
Jill.
you.
Oh, yeah, I got to do one about Jill. That's
Wait.
right. I can't just make fun of Matt the whole time.
You're steamrolling me, man.
Yes. I didn't. Yeah, no. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. This is, wow, can you tell we're the best in the biz here? Jake, you know, he works at Sirius XM, which I totally understand. I mean, with Steve Buscemi's eyes and, you know, the body that's been floating in a lake for 3 days. Forget radio. This guy's got a face for the morgue, you know? So.
And let me just say that I am a huge fan of Jill's work. It's bullshit that she did not get an Oscar for Uncut Gems. She was robbed. If Jews run the entertainment industry, they're dropping the fucking ball on this one.
You always look like you're, like, coming down with a fever. Right? Doesn't he look like he's the guy in the movie who got bit by a zombie but's trying to hide it? You know?
Thank you, Jill. What's her name? Presidential candidate. God damn it. Thank you, Elizabeth Warren, spirit animal. Bam, that was smooth. Look at that comeback, huh? Clean transition. Anyway, Jill Weiner constantly performs in hospices because watching her die on stage prepares them to die for realsies.
Last joke.
Oh, God. Keep it going for this dipshit, huh? What are you, damp? I mean, just... Unlike every woman in your vicinity. Okay. And
Oh, I thought it was a setup. I'm sorry.
No, that was... I don't know.
It's hot in here. I'm feverish. No, Jill Weiner is a heterosexual despite that terrible outfit. That stupid flannel makes you look more boring and gay than Pete Buttigieg.
I didn't know it was a big Mayor Pete crowd tonight at Fight Club.
Do the dance.
We'll go to our judges. Amy Shanker, what do you think after round 1?
Okay, well, my turn first. Let's see. Jill, I'm sorry, this is rude. Did you have something to say before I started? Shut the fuck up. Jake, you look like you're just on the verge of an epileptic seizure. Right now. And it makes me nervous. Is there a doctor here? I'm asking more for me because I'm single and want one.
Yeah, doctors come to roast shows on Sunday nights all the time.
A girl can dream. Your zombie joke was hilarious, and I loved it. And for that, I go with Jill.
All right, so Amy thinks Jill's winning so far.
And I like Jews.
Paul Hooper, what do you think after round
the
one?
fact that Jake is really drunk right now, more drunk than Amy right now. Is
Impossible.
and had 2 strokes in that round. And you muscled through. It's great. Both were great, but I got to give it to Jill. Jill on that one.
Thank
really
you.
strong.
Paul thinks Jill's got it through the first round. Patrick Schroeder.
Are we voting at the end or right now?
You're voting at the end. You can say who you think is winning so far, but
I
the
don't
final
think
votes.
nobody knows the rules.
I
Good
said
point.
it.
Not even me.
All right, well, that's on us. I like that Jake tried to slip in some like political commentary during the roast. Like that was just material.
That's how drunk Patrick is. He thinks calling Pete gay and boring is political commentary.
I mean, I don't follow the news, but you're kind of like Walmart Joe Mackey. Like you're like the off-brand version of a shitty comedian. Jill, you were great, and much like Amy, you intimidate. I'm very intimidated by Jewish women, so I'm afraid to say anything bad. But yeah, I gotta give it Jill slight edge to start.
Jill seems like she's got it through the first round, but Diego Lopez, what do you think?
Yeah, what an unfuckable main event, first of all. This is insane. Also, how dare you make fun of her outfit? You look like you got dressed in a Lost and Found. The fuck are you talking about? Jesus. I like your cadence, but it feels like you're telling jokes at gunpoint. It's insane. Jill, the zombie joke, fucking nailed it. I love that so much. I think Jill is winning, but who knows? Let's see. Who will be the next one? Tune into...
Diego's never judging again, Fight Club. Good round one. You guys ready for round two?
I'll sit down and you won't fucking stop me.
You got 4 jokes straight through this time. We're going to start with Jake Vevera. Jill's going second. Round 2 starts now.
Jill, you frumpy. I'm sorry, buddy. Whoever that was. Listen. Jill, you. Anywho, now that that's over. Jill, you frumpy, unfuckable rabbi's wife. Jill Weiner looks like every Jewish kid's annoying single aunt. I've never seen anything so sad, desperate, and alone since Tom Hanks' character in Castaway. At least on Valentine's Day, he had Wilson, you sad skank. Anyway. Jill's last name is Weiner, which is fitting because it looks like she loves to eat hot dogs. And also like she's got a cock.
One more.
If you get whiskey dick while you're sober, doctors call that a Jill Weiner.
Jill Weiner.
Man, what was it? Would you call me a skank?
I think.
Okay.
A sad skank.
A scabby skank. Anyway, Jake was in the military, so yeah, I know. We're just finding this out. Thank you for your service, is what I say to his girlfriend for taking this bullet. You know.
Hadouken!
Yikes. You truly are an army of one. You can completely obliterate any pleasant social interaction with your unbearable personality. Because of Jake's body type, all the clothes he wears are fatigues.
One more.
Okay. Dishonorable discharge is not how Jake was let go from the military, but dishonorable discharge is what he leaves in his panties every night.
Give me a hell yeah!
Fight Club, one more time for round 2 of your main event. Go to our judges. Patrick Schroeder, what do you think after round 2?
That much closer. You could tell old Bugle Boy Jeans over here. He needs that more time. It takes him a while to formulate thoughts. So I think he did much better that time. Jill, funny as always.
Thank you.
I'm excited to see round 3, but I think it got a lot closer right there.
Paul Hooper, what do you think?
I just love that Jake was startled by the intro music. That was the best part, that you almost had a panic attack. It endears you to me. I love how drunk you are, even though I'm in recovery. I mean, it's astounding, really. I love it. Both great, though.
He was in Iraq. We saw the PTSD act up there for a second. Amy Shanker, what do you think after round 2?
Jesus. Thank you for asking. I like the single aunt stuff because I'm also a single Jewish aunt, but it did hurt both of our feelings, me and Jill. And I didn't know you were in the military. I dated a guy who was also in the military. He had your same job. He was a photographer. Right?
Am I supposed to know him?
Jeremy.
Oh, I know Jeremy. Fucking A. Tell him I
See?
said what's up.
Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Ugh.
How
Where
could,
was I?
how could anyone think you're crazy after
That's what
tonight?
I've been saying.
I think most people are just concerned with
Shut
how bad
up,
your
Patrick.
voice has gotten. Are you
Anyway.
gonna be okay?
I don't know.
Someone give Amy a ride
Can we get a
home?
lozenge or something for her?
I'm sick. I don't normally sound like this. My voice sounds like Celine Dion. Tell them. Guys. Anyway, I picked Jill.
Okay. Diego Lopez,
Let's
what
turn
do you
around.
think?
I love that. That's so fun. You have a girlfriend, Jake?
True story.
Wow. Does she know?
Yeah, kind of.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I lean towards Jill. I really like the longer form setup with the longer time. That was more fun. Jill, I like how you feel like even though you don't have children, you go to PTA meetings and have a lot of opinions. It's very fun. But yeah, leaning towards Jill, but still very close, very fun.
Awesome. We're going to go to round 3. It's your final round. Fight Club, are you ready for round 3, your main event? 4 jokes tit for tat, starting with Jill Weiner. Round 3 starts now.
Final round. Fight!
You know, Jake's technically younger than me. It's like, Jesus, man, what are you, a time traveler? You look like you've aged a millennia. All right.
Jill, you annoying hack fucking substitute teacher. You look like a substitute teacher who only fucks other substitute teachers.
Gotta get it in. You know, Jake's actually a whiz in the kitchen. No, I'm sorry. Jake whizzed in the kitchen because he was blackout drunk. All right.
I'm only blackout drunk because I have to stand next to you right now. Jim, look at that. Look at that. Huh? God damn it. And you know what the sad thing is? I'm not even fucking drunk right now. That's what's it. I seriously am. I think I'm getting a fever, so nobody use this microphone after me. I'm dead serious right now. Jill's cum face looks exactly like her face now. A fucking 6 at best.
Jake's from Iowa, home of the Iowa caucus. And incidentally, that's also how Jake asks his girlfriend to fuck him. He bends over and goes, "Cock us!" Yeah, I committed though, huh?
My girlfriend likes it when I pretend that I'm a Russian bottom. Don't judge me. Anyway, they call Jill's pussy the Corona because it tastes terrible without a lime, and anyone who eats it fucking dies.
Oh yeah!
Last joke.
You know, the only time Jake gets a woman wet is in conversation. And speaking from experience, talking to him for 5 minutes, my glasses look like a car windshield after a road trip. So, that's the joke.
Thank you, marvelous Mrs. Maybe's gay and maybe isn't. Jill has big tits, which I like, because...
Roasted!
Which I like, because statistically, she's way more likely to die of breast cancer.
Killing spree.
One more time, Fight Club, for your main event. We're going to go to our judges. We'll start Diego Lopez.
Hello, yes. Okay, hi. Hello, I'm sorry.
Jesus
the mic was
Christ.
far alone.
Jesus.
Great round. I think Jake took that round, but we're not allowed to vote.
No, it's the end of the
this is
third
that
round. Yeah,
okay.
you can vote for who you think won
First,
overall.
I
who
mean,
you think
can
won
you give
more
them a little
rounds.
bit? That was very fun. These are hard to do. All right, they did a great job with all the jokes they wrote and looked at the whole time. Jake, I feel like you smell women's hair on the subway, which I don't appreciate. Jill, I feel like you celebrate your cat's birthdays too much. But I think at all the jokes, I think Jill wins. The zombie joke, I think, was the best joke of the night. But very fun, both very fun, very fun. Good job.
Thank you.
One vote for Jill Weiner for winner of the main event. Paul Hooper.
I love it. I like when the last round gets real awkward. I like when it goes down and fizzles out like this. I know what that feels like. I love it. And I love that Jake trips over every setup but just fucking pushes it through and it pulls it off. It's incredible, the recovery. And Jill's super polished. I like both. Do I need to pick one now?
Yeah.
I need to pick one. Oh, man.
It's the end of the fight.
I think Jake pulled it out those last couple rounds. My vote's
That's
for Jake.
one vote for Jill Weiner, one vote for Jake Vevera. We'll go to you guys. Fight Club. Overall, do you think the winner of this main event is Jake Vevera? Or do you think the winner of this main event is Jill Weiner?
I got woos. Thank you.
Crowd vote goes to Jill Weiner. Amy Shanker, what do you think? It's 2-1 in favor of Jill right
Oh,
now.
God, math, right? As a woman, no thank you.
Your vote shouldn't count. I'm sorry. Patrick.
Jake, when you just blew that kiss out and blew, I thought, I was like, oh, everybody's going to get the coronavirus now. You remind me of a subway pole that I just don't want to touch. I thought this round you were better, but I think that in the this whole scheme of things, it goes to the Jew.
Thank you.
I'm
votes
also
for
Jewish. I should say that. I'm allowed. Oh, you know what else I noticed? The crowd.
Get the
Am I
manager in here.
doing too much?
The judges get a drink limit next time? This is fucking
Yeah, we
insane.
need more. The crowd is laughing just very silently. They're all. I looked at them at a joke, and they were all going like that. They love you guys.
It's another
I'm
vote
just
for
trying to
Jill
make you
Weiner.
feel better.
Thank you,
3
Amy.
votes for Jill, 1 for Jake. Jill's the winner of this main event. But Patrick Schroeder, your final thoughts on our main event tonight?
Wait, is that? I thought it was 2-2.
No, it was Paul and Diego both went for Jill. Crowd went for Jill. No, Paul went for Jake. Amy just went for Jill, so it's 3-1 for Jill now.
You went for Jill, Diego? Yeah. Why don't you change your vote?
Oh, yeah.
Change your vote. Can we change it so it's 2-2?
Jill?
Patrick, break the tie here.
All right. Now, here we go. First of all,
How am I the worst judge?
I'm very comfortable here. I want to
It
shout
all comes
out.
down to you, Patrick. It's an even
Thank
vote, tie
you.
going into your vote.
First, before we get to the vote, I do have some things I want to say. I want to thank my man Carrot Dick here. He's been buying me drinks all night. Give it up for Carrot Dick.
You.
All right, 2-2. It all comes down to my vote.
Did you buy?
Folks,
I have
you
a
know
question, actually.
what's up, man?
He was buying your drinks?
Yeah.
Did you buy mine?
No, he didn't buy shit for you. He
I
found me
have nothing
before the
left to
show.
say.
2-2. I think the only way we can settle this is one more joke. What do you say, folks? One more joke?
Love joke!
Bad joke. One bad joke. I was saying bad.
One more joke.
You abuse your power every time you're a judge, Patrick.
Or in general, just in general, he
votes.
abuses.
I can't say no when the crowd chants it. Fuck it. Let's go to overtime.
Yeah!
We're going to do one more joke. Jill went first last time. Jake's going first. Fight Club, are you ready for overtime? One joke apiece. Overtime starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Let me just say that even if this goes really well for me, I feel like this election is rigged, and that's kind of cool, man. I had a super delegate in that last judge, and that's fucking sweet. Anyway, Jill, you got a dumb Jewy face and a big fat ass. You look like a cow who can't commit cannibalism unless the burger doesn't have cheese on it.
I have no ass, but
God damn it, I hadn't seen you
well,
in
it's
a while
okay.
when
They
I
haven't
wrote
been
that book.
looking at my butt.
Fuck.
Just my huge tits.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, tits. I meant to say tits. It's the fever. I meant to say
You know,
tits.
Jake, you look like the first woman you touched was the one you built out of an old mop and 2 grapefruits.
I think we all owe Patrick an apology. Those are great jokes, and they wouldn't have happened without him being rude.
All right, Fight Club, give it up for the very rude but actually effective Patrick Schroeder.
I refuse.
But the vote already did go that way, and Jill just crushed it now. So winner of this main event, I think we know, it's Jill Weiner.
Yeah.